Government needs to review promises following certain constraints. Typhoon Mangkhut slams the Philippines' northeastern coast. Good afternoon, I'm Jessica Lee and you're watching News on 2. Dr Mahathir Mohamad said he is not reneging on the promise that PKR de facto leader Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim will be his successor as agreed by the Pakatan Harapan coalition. Asked on his current relationship with his former Deputy Prime Minister, Dr Mahathir said the relationship is as good as can be. On whether he would go down to campaign for Datuk Sri Anwar in the soon-to-be-held Port Dickson by-election, he said normally he did not do that for any by-election.
He rang me up from Hong Kong to tell me that he has a by-election. It is his right. I don't interfere in that area.
Dr Mahathir said this to reporters after chairing the Supreme Council meeting of Parti Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia or Bersatu, of which he is the chairman. Meanwhile, when asked on the manifesto pledges, Dr Mahathir said the Pakatan Harapan government needs to review some of the promises following certain constraints in fulfilling them. Now, he said if these were to be fulfilled, it would result in a great loss to the nation, which was now grappling with various problems left behind by the previous government.
Sebab itu kita perlu ada kajian ataupun kita bagi tahu kepada kerajaan Pakatan Harapan untuk dikaji semula janji-janji yang dibuat semasa kita percaya kita akan kalah. Tapi sekarang ini kita menang, jadi sekatan-sekatan itu terkena kepada kita.
The Prime Minister, however, did not disclose which were the pledges and whether they referred to the 10 that were to be fulfilled in 100 days of taking power. Meanwhile, Dr Mahathir said Bersatu was undergoing a restructuring process in line with conditions in its constitution for its General Assembly, which would be held in September next year. Now, on another note, Dr Mahathir said he thinks that the Malaysian ringgit is undervalued amid declines that affected a number of emerging market currencies. He noted that the ringgit, along with currencies of some other countries, depreciated mainly due to trade restrictions or trade frictions between China and the United States.
All the currencies are now depreciating like mad. It's not only Malaysia, but others are depreciating at a much faster rate than us. Argentina has depreciated by about 50%. Then there is Turkey also depreciates, and a lot of other countries' currency are depreciating because of the effect of the trade war between China and America, as well as the poor economic performance of many countries. I think it is undervalued.
The ringgit ended higher against the US dollar yesterday in line with most regional currencies. The defense ministers of Malaysia, Indonesia and the Philippines have agreed to look into strengthening their ground forces through joint military exercises as an added initiative to solidify their trilateral cooperative arrangement or TCA. Commenting on the outcome of their meeting held at the Camp General Emilio Aguinaldo in Quezon City, the Philippines, Defence Minister Mohamad Sabu reaffirmed Malaysia's strong commitment towards ensuring the continued implementation of the TCA that the three countries have established. The meeting took place in conjunction with his official visit to the country from the 12th to the 14th of September. During the visit, the Defence Minister also visited Marawi City in the southern island of Mindanao. Asked to comment, Mohamad Sabu stressed that although the Battle of Marawi has physically defeated the Daesh threats within the city, the Philippines and her surrounding neighbours must consolidate efforts and strive to identify and defeat the bigger enemy, the Daesh ideology that has gained foothold in many areas of Southeast Asia. He was also escorted to witness the extensive damage following a 5-month battle to liberate Marawi City. The automotive market is largely uncertain over the new prices of vehicles with the reintroduction of the Sales and Services Tax, SST, but a few car makers have already announced prices which are lower than before. Now, Perodua, Honda, Toyota, BMW, Volkswagen and Nissan have already announced their new prices, while other companies will announce their new prices soon. According to Malaysian Automotive Association President Dato' Aisyah Ahmad, on-the-road prices for the completely knocked down or CKD units will be lower under the SST compared to the Goods and Services Tax GST, while the completely built-ups or the CBUs would be higher.
Localized parts that we use in the motor vehicles, that portion of it can be taken out from the computed transaction. So at the end of it, if you take up the localization, if the localization is 50,000, the total price is 100,000, you minus 50 from 100 is 50, and then you pay 10% on 50,000. This is where the sales tax amount has been.
Concludes this afternoon's edition of News on 2. In our top story, 5 million people at risk as Typhoon Mangkhut slams Philippines' northeastern coast. News on 2 will come on again at 7 this evening with more updates. Till then, I'm Jessica Lee. Thank you for watching.